to the ITSM Practice Podcast.
Hello, my name is Luigi Ferri and welcome to the ITSM Practice Podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that is becoming a big headache in our industry, the artificial intelligence control matrix. How can banks use AI while dealing with too many roles at the same time? Artificial intelligence is everywhere in financial services. Loan approvals, fraud detection, customer service chatbots, credit scoring models, all powered by AI. But here is the paradox. The more we innovate, the heavier the burden of regulation becomes. And sometimes the same topic is ruled by 3, 4, or even more frameworks. It's expensive, redundant, and confusing. This is where the Artificial Intelligence Control Matrix, developed by the Cloud Security Alliance, comes in. It's a vendor-neutral framework with 243 control objectives across 18 security domains. Built on the Cloud Control Matrix, but extended to cover risks that all the frameworks like ISO 27001 or PCI DSS never even mention. What is the promise of Artificial Intelligence Control Matrix? The AICM maps to ISO 42001, the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, and the EU AI Act. In theory, one framework could help a bank streamline compliance across many regulations. For us in ITSM and IT security, that's valuable. We know how painful it is to prepare for multiple audits, all asking the same thing in slightly different ways. What is the burden of regulation? But here is the polemic part. Instead of helping, regulations often overlap and collide. The EU AI Act demands explainability. ISO 42001 pushes for management systems. NIST insists on risk frameworks. Each regulator acts as if they are the only sheriff in town. And who pays the bill? Banks and financial services organizations. They spend millions creating compliance programs, hiring consultants, producing endless beautiful documentation. Money that could be invested in better monitoring, stronger detection dashboards, or even customer experience. The AICM tries to fix this puzzle. It brings together the different requirements and says, here is a unified control view. Use this to manage AI securely and show compliance without going broke. So, how does the AICM bring order to the chaos? It's built on 5 pillars. Control type, preventive, detective, corrective. Control ownership. Is it the provider or the bank? Architectural relevance. Where in the AI pipeline? Life cycle relevance. From training to retirement. Threat category. What risk are we mitigating? What happens in a model poisoning scenario? Now let's make it this real. Imagine a bank's AI system that approves or blocks transactions. If an attacker injects malicious data during training, the AI can be poisoned. The result? Fraudulent transfers are approved automatically. And the worst part? All internal controls can be bypassed. The logs look normal. The monitoring systems stay quiet. and the fraud goes unnoticed. By the time anyone realizes, millions could be gone. So, stop for a moment and think. How many of our current frameworks would detect this? No. The AICM does, with controls for training, data protection, model validation, and lifecycle monitoring. What new threats come with AI that the traditional controls can't handle? Are two. Adversarial inputs. A fraudster modifies just a few digits in a transaction record, enough to fool the model into classifying it as harmless. Traditional controls won't catch this. The AICM requires specific safeguards. Supply chain risks. You rely on a third-party AI model. What if it was trained or biased or toxic data? You inherit the problem, but not the visibility. Again, the AICM brings the missing controls. Why this matters for banks and for us? This is not theory. We face it daily. Integrating AI with the legacy systems that were never designed for it. Managing vendors who hide their models behind marketing promises. Ensuring resilience when AI behaves in strange, unpredictable ways. The AICM gives us tools to assess, document, and mitigate. It's a bridge between compliance and real operational security. What price will we pay for doing nothing? But here is the warning. If we do not act, regulators will act for us. And when they do, their rules will be stricter, more expensive, and less practical. We cannot wait for the EU or the National Financial Authority to knock at the door. We should use the AICM proactively, not defensively. So, to sum up, the AICM is not perfect, but it is a strong step to rationalize the chaos of AI regulations. It helps banks protect data, manage risks, and reduce the cost of overlapping compliance. If we don't adopt frameworks like this, we risk behind buried under regulation written by people who maybe don't understand how AI really works. And remember, if we don't act, regulators will act for us. That's all for today on the ITSM Practice Podcast. In this episode description, you will find links to several resources on the AICM and its mappings. Thank you for listening, and let's continue to build IT governance that makes sense, not just a beautiful PowerPoint. This was the ITSM Practice. I'm Luigi Ferri. Until next time, every AI-based process hides a story if you dare to look. Arrivederci.